Good morning, members of Parliament, support staff, radio listeners, TV viewers, and all those viewing via social media, as well as members of the media. I welcome you to the continuation of public meeting number 13 for today, Monday, March 18, 2024. We have established a quorum of 10 members, so I invite you to stand for a moment of silence. Thank you. I have received notice of absence from the members MP Egbert Duran, MP Silveria Jacobs, as well as MP De Weaver. Does any member of Parliament have any notifications at this time? That not being the case, I want to take this opportunity to extend on behalf of the Parliament of St. Martin warm wishes and greetings, wishing the government and people of Aruba a happy Aruba Day. The same sentiments go to Arubans all over the world as they observe their day. Our condolences are also extended to the family, friends, and colleagues of the late Mr. Vital Carty. Mr. Vital Carty, department head at MPC, has passed away, and so on behalf of Parliament, we extend our heartfelt condolences. As has been indicated to all members of Parliament, as part of the Biodiversity Awareness Month celebrated by Nature Foundation on St. Martin for the entire month of March, and tomorrow is their No Single-Use Plastic Day. Of course, this day cannot go unnoticed by the Parliament of St. Martin, given our efforts and the passing some time ago of the ban on single-use plastic bags, plastic straws, and styrofoam. So we will be, as has been indicated to you, members of Parliament, by our Secretariat, observing tomorrow as no single-use plastic. And as the Parliament members do this in accordance with the indications that we have received from our Secretariat, I also encourage everyone on St. Martin to use tomorrow as another opportunity to observe no single-use plastic usage. So in whichever way you can, Parliament will be observing it by not using any single-use plastic during any of our meetings tomorrow, as well as no plastic during any lunch or breakfast or anything that we're having tomorrow. And again, I encourage the entire population to observe this day in their own way. And as we continue to create awareness about use of plastic and the harmful effects of use of especially single-use plastic. With those notifications, members of Parliament, we go over to the agenda point for this public meeting, and that is the advice regarding the installation and composition of the committees of the Latin American Parliament, Parlatino, as we call it. It is good to note that today's meeting is a continuation of the meeting which was adjourned on March 6, 2024, during which agenda points 1 and 2 were closed. During the handling of agenda point number 3, the agenda point and the meeting were adjourned by the President of Parliament to allow for a request from MP Roseberg to be added to 2 committees of Parlatino, and a request from MP Jacobs to be removed from several committees of Parlatino, amongst other observations to be handled. The proposal was for this to be handled in a meeting of the Committee for Parlatino Matters, and that a proposal from this committee be sent to the public meeting for further handling and ratification. So on the basis of the previous advice from the Central Committee and in accordance with Article 21, Paragraph 3 of the Rules of Order for Parliament, and the submitted requests by MP Roseberg and MP Jacobs, I have decided to nominate the following members for appointment to the committees of the Latin American Parliament, Parlatino. Hence, today we continue with agenda point number 3. Going over to the agenda point, faction leaders were requested to submit the desired composition of the committees of Parlatino for their faction to the Secretary General of Parliament. The compositions that we received were handled during Central Committee meeting of Parliament, CC 13, held on Monday, March 4th. As mentioned previously, and in accordance with the initial advice of the Central Committee to nominate the members for the committees of Parlatino, and in accordance with the proposal of the President of Parliament, the following members have been proposed for appointment to the committees of the Latin American Parliament, Parlatino. As you know, there is a total of 13 Parlatino committees, and all of these are known to the members of Parliament as they have submitted their proposals for these committees. The Presidium also proposes that in connection with work visits, the rules and regulations relating to work visits as found in the document, Guidelines for Travel of the Members of Parliament, and adopted by Parliament on June 8, 2015, are observed. Furthermore, the Presidium suggests that all members for all committees, of Parlatino that consist of 3 or more members, every time 2 members travel in accordance with a rotation schedule, for example, member 1 and member 2, member 3 and member 4, member 5 and member 6, etc., in order to participate in the meetings. And thus, the Presidium requests the public meeting of Parliament to approve this proposal. The allotted speaking time, if necessary, is 20 minutes in the first round and 10 minutes in the second round. Do we have any speakers? No. According to our speakers list, there are no speakers. And that would mean that we also do not have the need to go over to a second round, which would have also allowed the members who spoke in the first round to continue. So members of Parliament, with the approval of this proposal, we have come to the end of the deliberations on the advice for Parlatino committees. And according to Article 57 of the Rules of Order, we would now go over to the voting. Does any member request voting by roll call or hoofdelijke stemming? I don't hear that being the case. So this advice is accepted unanimously as proposed by the Central Committee of Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with this come to the end of this meeting. I want to thank all of you for your participation, and I hereby close this meeting of Parliament. Meeting closed.